everybody, how you all doing? Peter Carvel here. Now, today I'm going to start the very first video of a series where I'm going to talk about a lot of the very powerful tips and tricks that I used over the last 6 weeks to get the results that I got with the 6-week six-pack extreme challenge. Now, in this very first video, I'm going to talk about all the supplements and pills that I used during the last 6 weeks and use on a regular basis and continuous basis throughout the year. The other 3 videos we're going to talk about is I'm going to talk about how I was able to eat pizza, chocolate every single day, and even have some alcohol on some weekends and still got the results I got. I'm going to talk about a very specific and simple workout trick that you can use with every single workout that I used that helped me burn sometimes up to 20% more calories. Now, if that accumulates with every workout, you're going to get much better results over 6 weeks than just doing the normal stuff out there. And then in the third video, I'm going to show you guys my tips and tricks that I use to get ready for a photo shoot. A lot of you have seen my last 2 photos of my 6 weeks challenge, and you sort of went, there was this big difference between your 5th week and your 6 weeks. Was it Photoshop? Was it this? Was it that? No, it simply is techniques, diet techniques, workout techniques, and some other things that we use to make sure everything that we have, it's not going to help you get six-pack abs in 6 weeks, in 6 days, but what it will do is if you have six-pack abs, these techniques, as you've seen in these 2 photos, will enhance and make everything that you have look better. So I'm going to reveal those secrets and tips so that you guys, if you want to get ready for a photo shoot or just for a special occasion, can use that information to also look good. Now, this first video I'm going to upload here on YouTube so that everybody can see it, but the other 3 videos I'm going to upload only to my website. You can go and grab all these videos and all this information at 6weeksixpack.com/secrets, and everything is there. Leave your credit card at home. You don't have to buy anything. You can go and get all these videos and these powerful tips and tricks that I use to get results right there, 100% free of charge. So let's get going with today's video where I'm going to show you all the supplements and pills I used during the 6 weeks. Before we go, let me just say this. This is none of that Japanese scientist found some special formula during his lunchtime type rubbish, or a bushman stumbled upon a tree while he was out hunting a lion in Africa and started chewing on the bark and found that it doesn't make him hungry anymore. No, the stuff I'm going to teach you today is the stuff that I use, many of the other top trainers use, and everybody that I know that's in great shape use 80 to 90% of the supplements I'm going to show you guys today. So these are the things that works, and I want to show you the stuff that works so that you don't go and waste money on the stuff that's extremely expensive and it won't get you results. Now, I put my supplements in 3 categories when I'm on an extreme weight loss program like the 6-week six-pack challenge. The first is supplements that helps me stay healthy. It helps me put my body in a state where it will burn fat and perform at the optimum level no matter what I do, whether it's a workout, eating right, or just living my daily life. The second is a bunch of supplements that helps me hang on to my muscle, and that's extremely important because one of the worst things that can happen when you try and lose fat quickly is that you actually lose muscle as well. We want to hang on to muscle as much as possible because it's one of the most active organs in your body, and the more muscle you have, the more fat, the more calories you need, the more energy you need, and the more calories you'll burn 24/7. So we want to make sure we hang on to our muscle, and these supplements will help you do that. And then at the end, we will look at the sort of things that's going to help you burn fat quickly. So let's get going with the first bunch of supplements that's going to keep you in an extremely healthy state. Now, the first supplement that forms the basis of all other supplements and pills I take is a multivitamin. And mine is actually called Advanced Optimum Nutrition. Now, I just want to say today I'm not going to talk about brands because I don't believe in brands and paying for a name. Most of the supplements I use here today is things that I find locally. You can see from the ingredients that it's good stuff. And it's way cheaper because it didn't have to be important. And the truth is, I've lived all over the world, and most countries have that local company that supplies high quality stuff, and you don't have to pay for a name or imported stuff. So go check it out there. But today, I'm not going to talk about the chemical makeup and the brands and stuff like that. I'm just going to talk about the actual supplements I use. So a multivitamin is the #1 thing that I base all my other supplements on. I take this every single day of my life. And the reason is simple. You don't get everything you need in through your diet. You should, but in this modern day and age, we just don't. So a multivitamin allows you to fill all those gaps that you don't get from the nutrition to minerals from your normal diet. So very important, I take that every single day. The second supplement or pill is an antioxidant. And let's just see what these babies look like. Once again, pill format there. And the truth of the matter is, if you push as hard as we do during these 6 weeks, or when you just work out, you release what we call a lot of free radicals. Now, these things can really cause a lot of havoc in your body, and it's important to fight them. That's why you see in my Ultimate Breakfast, I add so many antioxidants in the form of goji berries, blueberries, and many other things. But I also like to take a supplement just to make sure I've got enough antioxidants in my body to fight all these free radicals and to stay healthy. The next supplement is vitamin C, and that is really to support your immune system. When you work as hard as we do, and even in normal day life, your immune system fights bacteria, it fights everything that comes into your body that shouldn't be there, and it can get a real hammering. And when you, on top of that, work out to the level that we will with the 6-week six-pack challenge or any other type of workout, your immune system can take a hammering, and you need to make sure you support it. It will help you don't get ill, it will make sure that you can fight everything that comes in the way, and you can make sure you stay healthy so that you can perform at your optimum level throughout the 6 weeks without having to take days off of being ill and being sick. And then the final supplement in the health-related supplements that I take is a joint support formula. Now, I know when you do the type of workouts we do, you can really hammer your joints. You need to make sure that you take something to support them, and if you do take something that will make your joints stronger, it will just help get your joints stronger, it will help get your ligaments stronger and your muscles stronger. And if you focus on using the right techniques and the right form when you do these exercises, it's only going to be good for you. But you need to make sure you look after your joints, and taking a joint support formula supplement is great, and it's a simple way to make sure it gets everything to rebuild cartilage if it needs to, but also just look after it in general and make sure your joints are healthy. Okay, so moving on to the supplements that helps me hang on to my muscle. Now, I spoke about why it's so important, but one of the worst things that can happen, and it does happen with a lot of people, is they lose a lot of muscle once they start doing a calorie deficit diet to really burn a lot of fat. And these 3 supplements is things I take to help me hang on to my muscle. Now, I'm not going to talk about, like I've said, in detail about what each one of them does. For me personally, I take them all for the same reason, which is to help me hang on to my muscle. Now, the first one is a whey protein shake. Now, there's many different types of protein shakes, and in the last video in this series, we'll talk in a lot more detail about, whey protein isolate, concentrate, casein type protein, etc., etc. But, for now, I just want to say I take a whey protein, and there you can see a little bit of a powder. And this is a nice cookies and cream because I really like that. And I take that at very specific times during the day to make sure that when my body needs extra protein, it has it. The second supplement I take to help me with my muscle and hanging on to it is what I call BCAAs. And that also comes in a pill format. Let me just grab these out. There they go. And it's called BCAAs, and that stands for branched chain amino acids. And once again, I take it for the same reason. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video, what it stands for, how it works, but I take that also at very specific times during the day to help me hang on to my muscle. And then the last supplement in this sort of 3 supplement formula is glutamine, and you can see that's a little bit of a powder. And once again, take that at very specific times, and that also helps me hang on to my muscle so that I can focus on keeping my muscle density, and that's going to help you burn more fat and as it needs more calories throughout the 6 weeks, and you're going to get better results. So extremely important to take things to make sure you hang on to your muscle. So in this final section, I'm going to talk about appetite suppressions, fat burners, the stuff that apparently gets you results overnight. So the one I use is actually this one here. It's, hold on. Yeah, tastes absolutely great and works extremely well, and that's the only one I personally use. It's the only one I've seen got me results, and I've never used anything else that got me results like that baby right there. Now, in the final video, I will once again share with you exactly what that is, but I don't use fat burners. I actually hate it. I don't use appetite suppressions because to me it works against what we're trying to do, which is get your metabolism up by eating correctly, eat regularly. Now I'm going to take a pill to stop eating. That's not how you burn fat in a healthy way and permanently. And fat burners, well, my little story with fat burners is that a few years ago I did an experiment for 3 weeks, and during that 3 weeks I got no better results eating the exact same foods but taking fat burners. The problem was in week 3 I ended up in hospital with heart palpitations. Now, lying there talking to the doctor, he was like, you are one of about 4 or 5 people that comes in a week with this sort of problem. Now, I ended up being very sensitive to a lot of things that is in fat burners, and that was the last time I ever took a fat burner, because I will never take anything that can cause damage to my health in the hope that it will help me burn fat. Especially after those 3 weeks, I didn't see any better results, so I don't take them anymore. I take what's in this cup, and I'll show you later on, and this gives me all the energy I need and the kick I need to make sure I push harder during my workouts and to increase my metabolic rate a little bit, well, to the same extent any of those fat burning pills will do. The truth is, look at the bottom of any of those supplements and it will tell you, you need to use this in conjunction with a good diet and a good workout program. Why? Because it's the good diet and the workout program that gets you the results in the first place. So why not just focus on that, fine-tune that, take the supplements that's going to get you better results, and make that your priority rather than just taking a pill and hoping for better results. So there you go, guys. These are the supplements I take not just during these 6 weeks, but on a regular basis and a constant basis. And that's why I like these supplements, because you can take them constantly and regularly, and that's what's really going to help you. I hope you enjoyed this. This gives you an in-depth view of the supplements I took, and now you guys know what it takes, what supplements I use to get the results I get. In the next video, we're going to look at how I had chocolate almost every single day, how I had hamburgers and pizzas throughout these 6 weeks, and how I had alcohol. One day I completely lost it, not getting drunk, but my friends came over and I had a few beers where I wasn't supposed to have any. And I'm going to show you how I was still able to get results by implementing certain tips and tricks that fought or counterfought all these things I did that wasn't 100% healthy. And remember, if you want to get the next bunch of videos, go to 6weeksixpack.com/secrets, and you can get all the videos there 100% free of charge. So until the next video, guys, I'm really enjoying sharing this information with you, because these are the things that get you results, not some secret formula or anything. The hard facts, the good old stuff that's been working for years, and it will work for you. So implement this sort of information and you will get better results. Until the next video, guys, bye-bye.